3, 2, 1, go.
Trevor, is that you? What?
It is.
What are we doing here? I thought we were going to take December off.
Yeah, you had that great idea to take December off, but no, we do what the people want, and they want a Christmas special. Isn't that right?
Everyone wants a Christmas special.
Who doesn't?
Sure.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Chestita Kolida.
Feliz Natal.
Suksanwan Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
That's all I know.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
I was going to try a new one. Meri Kirihimete.
Wait, is that the Hawaiian
no
song?
idea if that's right.
The Hawaiian Christmas
It is
song.
not. No,
What?
it's not. This one's from New Zealand.
Okay.
And I'm
Sorry.
sure it was terrible. But Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So, normally, for those of you who like the behind-the-scenes bonus features, we are normally recording and preparing episodes months before they will actually air, just to make sure that we have plenty of lead time and
Plenty of time to procrastinate.
but we decided kind of last minute that we wanted to do something for Christmas, and we just thought we would have a show and tell feature of some different Christmas arts from around the world. So that's what we're going to do. This allows us also now to give some real-time updates to everyone. And we just want to say thank you for everyone who's listening. We now have listeners in 40 countries.
40 countries. That's amazing. Thank you for listening.
Merry Christmas, Trevor. You have new listeners.
Hooray! And freshly snowed ground around here, and I'm not complaining. Okay, I am. I'm complaining. It's cold.
You don't dream of a white Christmas?
It's not Christmas yet when we're recording this, but it is December, so I'll allow it. The Christmas decorations are up, so snow is okay now.
That counts as Christmas. It's the Christmas season.
Well, we wanted to thank those of you who did send stuff in, give a few shout outs. One, we have Paul Neely immediately responded with, I don't know, how many examples do you think from his blog? It had to be close to 50.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Of things that he immediately knew, ooh, I have all of these things that I'd love for you to hear and to share and to spread around. So we're going to use a few of his. We're going to link to his blog. He just put a Christmas playlist out with lots of music from all over the world. Other shout outs we have, thank you to Tim and Scott and Peter and Michael. And I'm going to try really hard to get these next two names right. Dieneke and Silke. I live in a Dutch community, but I don't speak Dutch. I'm thinking that's where those names come from. But thank you to all of you for sending in your ideas. We're going to link to a lot of extra things that we weren't able to cover here, but we wanted to get a few good sound clips and stories for you today.
Yep, that's right. So since this is an audio medium, we will be sharing some audio examples. And we won't share the whole songs. We're just sharing clips and portions, and we'll give links to all of those so you can go and watch if they are videos, or to read about them on Paul's blog or somewhere else. And it'll be a long list in our show notes. We also wanted to share some visual arts examples. Some of the submissions that people sent in were visual, and so we will be sharing the week leading up to Christmas some of those examples on Facebook and Instagram. And just so you are aware, this Trevor and I each picked 5. We're doing 10. This is not any kind of a top 10 ranking of any sorts. There's no particular order to these. There's
this
so
is
many.
Just
so
show
many
and
to choose
tell.
from. Yeah, we just wanted to give a little taste of hearing other expressions around the Christmas season and particularly the Christmas story and about the birth of Jesus. So we'll have a plethora for you.
Yeah, and we really wanted to hit all the kind of major regions of the world, and obviously we've missed a lot of places, but we're trying to at least get a good breadth of the examples that we're using today.
That's right. So if you have suggestions or you have things that you'd like to share, then write to us. You can email or write to us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll put those out. It would be great to get plenty more examples.
All right, here we go. I am going to start.
Kick it off.
Okay, the first pick that I have for Christmas song is called The Huron Carol, and it is sung in the Huron or Wendat language. This is a language of Canada, I believe, and this version is performed by someone named Heather Dale. It features French and English, but we're just going to play a clip of the Huron Wendat language. And this was written in 1643. It's a very, 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 very old Christmas hymn. And there's a whole story about how it came to this language community, but it has become a really great example of a Christmas hymn kind of updated with a bit of their style and certainly their language. So here is a clip of the Huron Carol.
Jesus sahattonya, Jesus sahattonya, estenya hyonde tanwe Jesus sahattonya, annawa tewa doki non yanda swanenta, and non shen squadri hotat non yonde rashata, Jesus sahattonya. Ahattonya, Jesus ahattonya, Jesus ahattonya. Hayoki hongking hasheronya yeronno, yomtong kunta tianden yosen zaton naronyon. Wari hunna wakweton yosen zaton naronyon. Jesus ahattonya, ahattonya, Jesus ahattonya.
All right, next up, we have one from India. And this is an original song by G.B. Amar. And I don't know if you've met Amar or not. Have you?
I haven't. I think online I have.
I met him at a conference. We were part of a training together, and I've seen him at other like online conferences and different calls, and I don't know, when I hear him speak, it's just I picture his smile. He's just a happy guy, and he's involved in ethno arts in his ministry in India, and so he writes his own song, and this is a new one, I believe, that he just recently released, and it's sung in Hindi, and I don't have a translation, but it talks about how Jesus came to the world to save us all. He's our loving Savior who was born in a manger. Let's sing and rejoice. Something like that. So let's hear that.
यीशु आया जग में यीशु आया बनके मसीहा हमारा पैदा हुआ यीशु पैदा हुआ चरनी में हमारा आओ मिल के गाए और खुशियां है हमारा राजा यीशु आया जग में यीशु आया बनके मसीहा हमारा
That's great. I hadn't listened to that one yet. That's exciting.
It sticks in your
Very
head.
fun.
It's
It
catchy.
does. Yeah, you can't not move with that. Awesome. Thanks
So
for
fun.
that. Okay, my next pick is from a Nigerian Christmas carol, and this is about the birth city of Jesus, and it's called Bethlehemu, so Bethlehem. It is sung in Yoruba, which is one of the larger local languages found in West Africa, and this is a song dating back to the 1960s, and this is a children's choir singing it. Lots of fun. Give it a listen.
I love that. It's so fun. Fun fact, one of the nurses we had when my wife was giving birth to our second was from Nigeria, and she spoke Yoruba. All right, next up is a multicultural song in Swahili, French, and Korean. There's a ministry called Proskuneo Ministries, which is one of my favorite to follow. And we know some of the people involved. They specialize in multicultural worship and training communities, developing worshiping communities to come together with all kinds of different backgrounds and come together and worship together with all of their different expressions and from their cultures and languages, and it's so fun. And so they came out with their Christmas album this year, and this is one of them. So we're just going to feature the Swahili chorus. And
A cool thing about where they're located too, in Clarkston, Georgia, I believe I've heard it called the most diverse square mile in America. There are so many people who have been, I believe, kind of displaced and ended up there from all around the world. So that's where a lot of this multicultural worship is developed, and it's great.
That's right. And the voices you will hear are from different places as well. They're a super talented group. The chorus that they're singing is, "Born is the Savior Jesus, the Redeemer of the whole world." Here is, I'm going to say it wrong, Ameza Liwa. Let's see if that's right.
Amezaliwa Mwokozi Yesu, mkombozi wa dunia yote. Amezaliwa Mwokozi Yesu, mkombozi wa dunia yote.
Very cool. Go buy their CD. That's the plug for you. Thanks,
So many,
Proskineo.
so many wonderful, more wonderful songs, and they have other worship albums as well. Lots of great stuff.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, moving along to the Pacific Islands, specifically one of the Cook Islands called, I believe, Mauke. And this was something that I found really fascinating. There is a holiday tradition that is particular to this exact island. And every Christmas and New Year's, there are basically two villages on the island. And so one of the villages will host Christmas and one of them will host New Year's. And there's a big feast and there's food laid out at different houses throughout the village. And everyone from the guest village goes to the host village and they go around from house to house. They're singing traditional songs. Christmas Day, they start with a church service and then everyone starts making the rounds and they're singing and they're feasting. It starts around 1 p.m. and then it goes until well after dark. And then on New Year's, they switch and they do the opposite village. So I just wanted to play a bit of this tradition. It's a pretty cool one. I kind of want to start it in my neighborhood.
You know what it reminds me of? Christmas caroling.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what they're doing. They're going around and singing songs, but there's more food involved.
Less snow.
Less
Snow
for
involved
sure.
as well.
That's so fun. Okay, next up, I have one from Lebanon. This is one that Paul shared. It's an Arabic Christmas carol called Taj Taj by Farouz, who is a well-known singer in Lebanon. She has she's recorded multiple Christmas songs and albums, and there's a video that he shows that's from a TV program where she's singing these songs. This particular one is talking about snow falling on the world, and then each line after that is related to like setting the scene for the birth of Jesus.
تلج تلج عم بتشتت الدنيا تلج والنجمات حيرانين وزهور الطرقات بردانين تلج تلج عم بتشتت الدنيا تلج والغيمات تعبانين وعالتلي خيمات مضويين
تلج تلج عم بتشتت الدنيا تلج والنجمات حيرانين وزهور الطرقات بردانين تلج تلج عم بتشتت الدنيا تلج والغيمات تعبانين عالتلي خيمات مضويين
ومغارة سهرانين.
Very cool. It sounds very Christmassy with those bell tones at the beginning. That's great.
Definitely, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, the next one I have is more of a story, but I think we do have a little bit of audio clip for it as well. This one comes from Australia, from the Aboriginal people who speak I don't know how to pronounce it again. We're just showing our ignorance at this point. The Warlpiri language, one of the larger Aboriginal languages of Australia. I just found this story fascinating. Found it on the Indigenous Jesus blog, written by a friend of ours named Scott Rail. He talks about this thing called a corroboree, which is a type of dance, and it's associated with, it's the local art form using dance, music, costume. It's always been considered a sacred ceremony. People from outside aren't allowed to view it unless they're invited in. So back in the 1970s, there was a missionary that was there trying to find a way to present biblical stories, and thought this might be a good way. When he first suggested it, people were kind of resistant to the idea. This is very similar to stories that we've told on the podcast before. Eventually, the reason they weren't okay with this is normally these corroborees are created when someone receives a new song in a dream or a vision, and it's from a recently deceased ancestor of theirs. And so eventually the Christians from this community decided, since the Bible was received from God, it was permissible to create new ones based on it. So they started by developing a Christmas corroboree in 1977 and performed it. And that has become a great way to share the Christmas story and other stories from the Bible. It's a group effort. It's a lot of people dancing together and using body paint to depict aspects of the story. So I suggest you click on the link that we paste in here, that you will be able to see for yourself some of the beauty that is seen in this art form. And we're going to play just a little clip here from the website.
All right, next up, we are going back to Africa, to South Africa, more specifically with a Christmas song in Zulu from an artist named Concord Nkabinde. And the song, he says that this time of year always reminds him of his childhood and his years growing up in Dube, Soweto. The one song that became a soundtrack for the Christmas season at that time was a simple traditional song that really takes me back there. So this is his interpretation of it. And the lyrics are, "Unto us a child is born, his name is Jesus, only he is the Savior." It's a cool video too, you can check out. It's him by himself overdubbing 6 different vocal parts and some percussion as well.
Very fun. Love it when those harmonies kick in
Me
there.
too.
All right. Now I am going back to the Americas and Latin America specifically. This is just a fun song. I thought it'd be fun to have a kids one. This is called El Burrito de Belén, which Belén is Bethlehem. This is basically, if you grew up in a Spanish-speaking country, chances are that you knew this Christmas song, which is about traveling to Bethlehem on a little donkey to see baby Jesus. This was originally recorded by a Venezuelan children's choir and is lots of fun to sing along and dance to, and it's very difficult to get it out of your head. So here is El Burrito de Belén.
Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Mi cuatrico voy cantando, mi burrito va trotando. Mi cuatrico voy cantando.
Do we have to stop it? It's so catchy. I
I
like it.
could listen to that soloist all day.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's so fun.
Coming in at number 1. Just kidding. I just felt like being a radio host for a second.
No. So my final pick is an a cappella group, and I'm a big fan of a cappella. In America,
Ditto.
over a decade ago now, I think, or right around, there was this competition show called The Sing Off, and it got me hooked, and
That was your start?
more or less. It
I
was
loved
it was
The
the
Sing
most
Off.
exposure that I had, and so this is a group, and they are called
Acapels, right?
Acapals.
Love
Okay,
it.
so this is a group of 4, each from a different country. So we have the sopranos from Thailand, the alto is from Germany, the tenor is from England, and the baritone is from Hong Kong. And in the video, there's also a penguin, and I'm not really sure what part the
I was
penguin
thinking
is
that
singing.
was just a secretive 5th member. The beatboxer is the penguin a beatboxer?
Maybe so. They have a Christmas Around the World medley, and we can't play the whole thing for you, but feel free to go listen to it. We'll play the Thai song, which is a New Year's greeting.
Sawatdi wan pi mai pa Hai ban da rao than rương rô Rợt yam đi prem priชื่นชมต่างสุขสมนิยมยินดี
ข้าวิงวอนขอพรจากฟ้าให้บุญดาพวางทานสุขสีโปรดประทานพรโดยพระนีให้ชาวไทยล้วนมีโชคชัย
ให้บรรดาปวงชนสุขสันต์ทุกวันทุกคืนชื่นชมให้สมฤทัย
ให้รุ่งเรืองในวันปีใหม่ขอชาวไทยจงสวัสดี
ตลอดปีจงมีสุขใจ ตลอดไปนับแต่บัดนี้ ให้สิ้นทุกข์สุขเกษมแปรมปรี
ส
สวัสดี
สวัสดีวันปีใหม่ไทย
The choral arranger and conductor that I am, or in a past life, was waiting for that last note to come in, and sure enough, it did. I was thinking, I would do. Oh, wait, they're doing it. I love it.
You gotta have that high sustained note like that. It's beautiful. So that's our picks for you.
Thank you, everybody. That was fun.
Feel free to go and check out the links and listen to the full versions of all of these songs. We hope it adds some merriment and joy to your Christmas season.
Absolutely. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, however you say it, where you are filled with family and maybe some rest and reflection on what the season means. It is a joy for us to share with you, and we look forward to many more episodes in the future.
That's right. Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. We would love to hear what you thought.
What resonated with you today? What questions did this raise? Anything you'd like to learn more about? Maybe you have stories you'd like to share.
Please feel free to contact us at ethnoartspod@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at ethnoartspod.
We also invite you to subscribe, rate, and leave a review on whatever platform you're listening on. This will help others to find out about the show. Please feel free to share the podcast with others.
We look forward to sharing more with you next time on Sparking Creativity, the Ethno Arts Podcast.